I managed to get a couple more gigabytes, and so I think I'm in the safe zone, hopefully. It's super hard because, like, I'm working on multiple very big videos right now, and so it's taking up a lot of space. But I'm trying. Like, in the long run, it's gonna be great because, lots of cool videos or whatever, but in the short run, it makes it kind of hard to stream sometimes. Okay. I'm hoping with the stuff I moved, I have bought myself closer to an hour rather than half a minute. Hey, Sapatrees. Hello, Mochi Bun. Sorry about being dead on my YouTube channel. Oof. I've had no motivation, and that's on depression. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, man. Motivation. It's so hard sometimes. But honestly, if you're not, like, having fun with it, there's no point. Sometimes you just gotta take time to yourself. Let's see, Mochi Bun says, I think I clearly gave up on animating. I actually did an animation, like a real one, not just the animatics that I normally do recently, and that may or may not be coming out this Tuesday. So just, keep an eye out for that. And I realized that, one, I don't really know how animation works, and two, if it works how I think it does, I don't know that I like doing it. I love doing, like, the animatics and stuff, right? So it's like, I think, deep down, I'm a storyboard artist, not necessarily an animator. And that is what I've learned this week, so. Let's see, here on the bright side, I'm taking an animation class at my school, and it's helping me learn, so sweet. I love that. Yes, take that animation class. My brother has a digital arts class, and I took the same one back when I was in high school. Only when I was learning, they taught me on Adobe Flash, which isn't really a thing anymore, and it wasn't really a thing the year after I learned it. So my skills are 100% obsolete now. That was years ago, so they're so obsolete. Like, I know nothing. Which is kind of crazy because it's like I learned it and now I have to go learn it again if I want to do it. But I told him, I'm like, I am 100% going to sit in on your class when you do animation because I know you're going to. I know it's in the curriculum, and I need to go over that again because I clearly do not remember anything from that class about the animation, so. I need to learn that again. How do you do the background? I can't even do full angles. I don't know how I do the background. Usually I just throw things down and eventually it works out. Or it doesn't and it looks awful. But backgrounds are not my forte. Usually I just try to think about it like I don't know, I guess layers. So, like, here's layer 1, what's in this ground. And there's layer 2, what's going to be through here. Layer 3, and then this would be, like, sky or walls, whatever. And so I usually try to think about it in 4 different layers, I guess. And then usually it works out enough that people could consider me maybe knowing what I'm doing. Potentially, but not necessarily guaranteed. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm not going to do that right now. Let's see. In my POV, it looks horrible for me when I draw it. Are you talking like when you draw backgrounds and stuff? Because honestly, if that's the case, I feel like the same. I draw a background and I'm like, ooh. And then I get all subconscious because I'm like, that's not a very good one. Doesn't, and it never looks like what I want it to in my head. Like, in my head, there's a beautiful scenery, and I'm like, this is amazing. And then I do it, and I'm like, I can't get it to go from my head to the page. It never works. I can already feel myself being like, wow, this is gonna be a struggle. My problem is I was too lazy. I already have like a thumbnail of this shot all drawn out and sketched somewhere else on a piece of paper. And my problem is I was too lazy to go and get it and take a picture that I could base my work off of before I did this. Usually that's what I do. I draw the thing and then I take a picture and use that as my sketch. And I try to avoid doing a sketch on or as like digital because the digital never really feels like it works out as good. But I didn't go and get my picture, so now I'm trying to go off memory. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better once I add the face. I'm hoping that this video kind of gives a sense of like Brue's character a little bit more. I feel like that's something I kind of struggle with, is like really showing off all of these characters. And I want to do it better because I think they deserve it to be seen and appreciated by others than just me. Because I do appreciate them, but I can only do so much. I am only human. So if I could do better in the future, with making sure that people understand kind of who they are, then I will feel successful in next year. Okay, I gotta focus on this rando lady that I drew. Oh, I didn't color that. Oops. Okay, that was a great circle. Wow. Okay. Nope. Well. Okay. That's her sandwich or whatever. I forgot what she was eating. Arms. My problem is I never plan out where the arms are gonna go. I always go in straight to the body. And I get to the arms and I think, what could they be doing? And then I have to dedicate to erasing parts of the body if I want to put the arms in certain places or whatever. Or I could just do another sneak and layer. That works too. Okay. Okay. Arms. Hello, SZM. Glad that you can make it. Oh, I'm gonna have the arms move a couple times in this scene. Okay. Guess that means that... Oh, brush. The arms are gonna have to be a different layer so I can flip them. You have a new video on your channel? That's awesome. I'll have to go check it out. I don't know that I'm going to get very much done of this scene today because I'm kind of tired. I haven't done much today, but it feels like it's been forever long. Okay, hand, other hand. What is Brue's hand gonna do now? Okay. Oop, that's not very bone. See, I make a very animated animation, but I don't have enough time to do it because my studies. Yeah, you know, school takes up so much time. See, school, although remote, takes up a lot of time. Yeah, I'm doing pretty much all online as well, and it takes just as much time as any other school, so yeah, I get that. Let's see. Trying to figure out how his hand would interact with hers. It's tough, like, because hands are so complicated. Okay, let's see. Left hand. Okay, I think I have an idea. Hmm. Hands always get me. They always do it. I always think, I'm gonna be fine. I know how to draw hands. And then I get to it, I'm like, I clearly did not. Okay, I'm just gonna let that be the sketch. School's a pain. It's just like a prison. Yeah, totally agree with that. Honestly, though, with online schooling, I feel way, way better than I ever did schooling in person. Like, I hope I never have to go back to going to school in person. That was so frustrating to me. And, like, I don't know why, because it's not like anything's really changed. For me, at least. Um, does that look right? I don't feel like that looks right. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, online schooling has been really nice for me. I know a lot of people, well, I've had to work with people who dislike online schooling. They're very upset with the fact that everything's being done online. And then there's me. I'm like, I hope it never goes back to, like, well, I hope that it does go back. Because I do know some people that need to be there in person or else they struggle. And, like, I get that that's a thing. And so if that's something that you struggle with and you want to be able to go to a school in person, like, you should have the option to, I think. But I also would like to be able to continue to keep going online. Because for me, it's been really helpful. Just emotionally. Oh, that's not very placed well. Weird question about the thumbnail. Ears. Great question. I don't know that I can answer that. I designed this guy back when I was in high school, and I made some choices back then that I don't know how to explain, and I don't know that I necessarily want to change. I don't have an answer. I think I probably just thought it was, neat or whatever. So that's the closest to an answer I can give you. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's see, it's supposed to be a human, right? A humanoid, I guess? I don't know, like, okay, so originally, they were supposed to, be kind of in charge of, I don't even know, they were supposed to be like some kind of weather nymph type thing. And so that's why they were like human, but not quite human. But then something happened, and all of a sudden I was finding out that, oh, they don't do weather, they're a performer, apparently. Which is so funny, because you would think I'd have control because, my character or whatever, but that is not always the case. Sometimes I totally plan one thing, and then as I'm like writing stuff out and like developing full 180s, you know, and I just don't know what happened, but here's where we are. And so like the physical design would have made more sense if they were more magical, but then they kind of just said, no, I'm not going to be magic. I'm just regular. But then like I never got rid of the ears, and I don't know if I would want to, or if I did, how, like, I don't know. It I don't know. I'm just a mess. Like, I think as far as like aesthetic, it looks kind of cool. But as for an exclamation or explanation why, I don't really have one. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh no. Well, it's a bummer to see it go. Good luck with school. Because as annoying as it is important. Thanks for stopping by. It is very appreciated. I want to find that one. Okay. It's revenge. Well, live and learn, I guess. Love that. Yeah, good luck with that. Oof. I didn't have school today because, well, technically I wasn't supposed to have school any Friday. Because when I signed up for all my classes and whatnot, there was never a Friday option. But then one of my online professors was like, what if we just ignored that and put assignments on all the Fridays? Which was not cool, but I've been dealing with it. And usually it's something simple that I can do before Friday. The biggest part is that I don't have to wake up on Fridays, so that's really nice. Yeah, I think this tablecloth needs to be a little bit. Okay. So this is going to be the second frame, I guess, with the other arm position. That's like $1 or something, I don't know. Try that again. Okay. So this is kind of going to be what the action is. Okay, so let's see, what is the context for this scene? So, basically, this video is going to show more about them. Brew, also known as Bertie Bonet, because he's like a drag queen, and he does little performances for like tips and stuff at this like restaurant place. It's not exactly the classiest place to go, but you know, he can make a couple extra bucks, and so he does. And so what happens in this video is we see a little bit of him dancing on the stage, and then he comes down into the audience to kind of interact with them a little bit, and this is just a scene to establish that, like, people are tipping him. Oops. And so that's what this lady's kind of here to establish. So you have this is the scene right before, well, not right before, but like kind of right before. And that's him on stage. Right? And you see him dance, and everyone kind of not getting it. But then this lady, you know, tips him. And so that's kind of what this scene is. I don't know, I think it'll be pretty cool when it's all said and done. And it'll make a lot more sense when, like, people can see it rather than me explaining it, because I've never been good at explaining any of my stuff. But, yeah, that's kind of my best context. Hello, Luna Kitty. See ya. That's a cool drawing. Thank you. I am trying my best. Let's see, what app are you using to draw? I am using Ibis Paint. I like it because it's free, and as a person with no money, free is way better than expensive. Plus, I think it's pretty comparable to my experiences with Photoshop and some of the Adobe stuff. I mean, it's by no means the same. Obviously, Photoshop can do more. But as far as, like, I don't know, I think if you want to practice something that will help it be intuitive for when you go into Photoshop, this is a pretty good one. Well, that's annoying as heck. Trying that line again. See, are you using your finger? Yes, I do use my finger. I have not been able to get myself to use a stylus. Not since like the first day I started drawing, so I used to have a stylus that had like a little clear piece so that you could like it would work, but then you could also see where exactly you were tapping the screen. And that was super awesome, but then I broke it and I couldn't afford another one because they were like more expensive kind. And ever since then I use my fingers because I didn't have anything else. And so now I practice my skill with just my fingers, and I'll pretty much die on this hill now. Like, I could use a stylus probably. It's just like a pencil or whatever, but I don't, because I'd have to keep track of it. Oof. See, this is pretty good for only being a finger drawing. Do you use a stylus? See, Vucky? See, I wish I could send you a stylus. Thanks for the thought. I don't know, I would lose it, like, immediately. That's half the reason I didn't get another one, is because I'm like, I know if I get one, I'm just gonna put it down and never find it again. Because that's been what's happened with pretty much every... Because, like, occasionally I think to myself, like, maybe it might be good to practice with a stylus. Just see, like, what the difference is. And then I do one drawing, and I never see the stylus again. And so it's like, well, I know that I'm not going to lose my fingers. And honestly, if I do lose my fingers, I have a bigger problem than drawing, So that's kind of the thought. So I'm planning to get an iPad with a stylus for Christmas. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Christmas. I don't really have anything on my list of what to get for myself. Or, if people, like family, wanted to get me something, I wouldn't have the slightest clue of what to suggest for them. Yeah, I'll do that side later. See, I gotta go to bed. It was fun talking to you. Keep up the good work. Thank you for stopping by, Luna Kitty. Have a good night's sleep. Get well rested. All of that good stuff. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. It's always nice to talk with people. Let's see. Good job. You have such a great talent. Thank you. Very appreciated. It's always nice to hear that something's come out of drawing 24/7. Let's see, I want to do an animation collab with you so much, but you're a lot more talented than me. Thank you. I think it's probably just a different way of talented. And if it's actually probably just more time. Because honestly, I've been doing this for like, I don't even know, 10 years? Almost 10 years? Oof. That's a long time. Anyway, no, I wouldn't mind doing a collab if you were interested in that. I could never come up with ideas though, so like you would have to suggest something and then we could talk about it or whatever, but yeah, I'm not against that. Let's see. See, I'm interested in it. Only if you have time, though. Yeah, no, if you wanted to talk to me about some ideas of what you'd want to do, I'm pretty sure I would have time. So yeah, let me know. I have been wanting to do more collabs. It's kind of hard to think of stuff, though, and that makes it hard, but you can contact me on Instagram or Twitter. I think I have, if you go to my channel, the little buttons by my banner or whatever, there's like an Instagram and a Twitter. Or there's links actually in this video. If you go to this description, I'm pretty sure I added the links. Yep, those links. You can DM me there. If you can't do any of those, honestly, just like a comment on this video. I mean, I'm fine with that, so I don't know. my cat. Hold on one sec, bud. Let me finish. Nope, I'm just gonna. One second, buddy. I'll let you out. Hold on. After you, sir. Have fun. Okay. The cats. Okay, sounds like a plan. It was good talking to you as well. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling pretty dang good about how this is working out. Okay, let's see. I can hear my cat crying outside my door. He's the biggest baby in the world, that cat. Okay. That was the worst line ever. Okay, I like how that is looking, and that's pretty much all I can hope for. Okay, I'm gonna try and work on this lady. Her nose is gonna be the thing that makes or breaks this. Okay, I feel like that works a little bit better. See, what do you think your greatest idea was regarding your canon? I love that question, first off. I think it's a great question. Second off, I don't know that I have an answer. Greatest idea. Man, I don't know. I think... Oh, man. I have a couple of characters where, like, their story line I'm most proud of. Like, Brue's one of my favorites to draw and do, like, dumb little, I guess, scenarios with. But, like, Roxanne, who is actually going to be the one in this upcoming animation video that I have coming out this Tuesday, her story is one of my favorites just because it feels the most thought out. Like, I actually have a script for it and everything. Wow, I think those are the best lips I've ever drawn. Which is saying a lot because I've drawn a lot of lips. I don't know, that's a hard question because it's like... I don't know. Half of my problem is you asked it and immediately I've forgotten what all of my ideas have ever been. Okay, I'll say one. So I have Ransom, and she is kind of like a genie, but instead of being like in a lamp and having to give people the wishes because she's a slave or whatever. She doesn't have to give people wishes. She freely gives them, but she's kind of created a business out of it. And I don't know, I feel like that's pretty clever. It's like she has the power, and so instead of like giving it out to give it out, she basically uses it as a way to get what she wants / needs. Because to her it doesn't matter, because she's always had it. She doesn't think of a big deal. Or at least she doesn't think it's a big deal. And then everyone else is like, ooh, I want, my wishes or whatever. And I'm hoping that in the future I can start to tell stories about, like, funny situations she's gotten into because people wanted their wish or whatever. I don't know, I was mentioning earlier that I wanted to do more actual storytelling. I've been doing stuff that I enjoy making and that are kind of just little glimpses into character dynamics, but I would like to try and do more that's actual story, canonical story. So if I can do more of that this year or in the future, I say this year meaning like after December, because in my head, like I've been working on videos, trying to get a little bit ahead just so that I can put a little bit more effort into future ones. And so like I'm into December right now. And so mentally I am in Christmas mode. Even though it hasn't even been Thanksgiving. I mean, that's just because I've been working on a bunch of stuff for December. But yeah, anyway, so my goal is to try and tell more story for all these different characters so that people will start to like understand them a little bit better. Because like I think they're pretty cool, but I also know their whole story. And I feel like it's easier to think someone's cool when you know what's going on with them. So yeah, that's kind of my goal for future videos. Okay. That's kind of what this video is going to aim to do as well. Give you a little bit more of a sense of who Brew is, what he does, why anyone would care. Yeah. It's surprisingly difficult to give people a reason to care. And this is a difficult angle. sometimes I draw and I like get like a sense of deja vu to some time that I was drawing like years and years ago. Like I used to wrong layer. Okay. Like this kind of hairstyle, right? That kind of hairstyle. Um my like in my head this is the hairstyle that my mom has. And so as a child, when I would try and draw my mom for Mother's Day cards or whatever it may be, anytime I would try and or draw this kind of hair, it would always not go over very well. Because I just didn't understand what I was trying to do, or, like, I don't know exactly, but it just never went super good. It always looked flat, or it looked too volume. Anyway, so to draw it like this, and for it to be successful, and, you know, vaguely look like hair, is very exciting to me, because it's like, yeah, no, I've totally grown as an artist. I'm, like, good at stuff now sometimes. Okay. Okay. Oh, wrong layer. go a little bit of variation on that size. I think that helps make it look more natural. Okay. Well, okay, I am on a different layer. I always want to check that before doing something big. Okay, I think I'm going to finish up this ribbon, and then I'm going to finish up all together, just because dinner's about to be ready. And I wouldn't mind getting a quick bite to eat. Well, I feel like today has been very productive as far as all this went. I honestly didn't expect to get anything done today, but I have now officially, which is awesome. I might come back tomorrow and try to keep working on it, mostly because like doing it as far as streams go helps very much to keep me accountable. And then also I might leave and try to rethink the arms, because they're okay. I don't know that I'm in love with them. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. I appreciate it. See y'all next